SQL Foundations. Hello, my name is Martin, and I hope you enjoy the following content of this course. Why SQL matters. SQL is the language behind almost every business number you have ever seen in a slide deck. Revenue by region, customers who churned, the top 10 products by profit. Someone wrote a query for that. Imagine your manager messages you right before a meeting, asking for revenue by region. If you know SQL, that is one query in about 5 seconds. If you do not, that is 10 minutes of copy-pasting in a spreadsheet, hoping you did not break a formula, not a pivot table, a query, and once you can write one, you stop waiting for someone else to pull the numbers for you. The course roadmap. This course has 12 modules across 3 stages: Foundations, Intermediate, and Advanced. This video covers Foundations in full and gives you a preview of what is coming in videos 2 and 3. By the end of this video, I hope you will be able to write real queries against real tables, not just recite syntax. Let's start with the 2 most important words in SQL. Select and from every query starts by answering 2 questions. What do you want to see and where is it? Select answers the first question, from answers the second. Watch this. Select name, salary from employees. That is a complete working query. SQL was designed in the 1970s to be readable by people who are not programmers, and it shows. 12 rows come back instantly with only the 2 columns we asked for. Nothing more. Where? Most of the time you do not want every row, you want a slice of it. That is, where. Select name, salary from employees, where salary greater than 80,000. Think of where as a bouncer at the door. Every row has to prove it belongs before it gets into your result. One thing that trips up almost every beginner: where cannot see column aliases you create in select, because where actually runs before select does, even though you write it after. Order by, limit, and distinct. Once you have filtered your rows, you will usually want them sorted. Order by salary descending puts the highest earners first. Add limit 5, and you have just answered who are our top 5 paid employees in about 5 seconds. And if you just need the unique values in a column, distinct strips out the duplicates for you. Aggregates and group by here is where SQL starts to feel powerful. Instead of individual rows, you can summarize entire groups at once. Count, sum, average, minimum, maximum. These are aggregate functions. Select department, average salary from employees, group by department. SQL buckets. Every employee into their department, then calculates 1 average per bucket. Here is the rule that catches almost everyone at first. Every column in your select has to either be in your group by or wrapped in an aggregate function. Miss that rule and your query will not run. Get it right, and you can summarize 1,000,000 rows in the time it takes to read this sentence. Joins. Real databases do not keep everything in one table. Employees in one, departments in another, orders in a third. Join is how you bring them back together. An inner join returns only the rows that have a match in both tables. A left join is more forgiving. It keeps every row from the left table, even with no match on the right, and fills in null where the match does not exist. This is the join you will reach for constantly. Customers with no orders, employees with no manager, products that have never sold. And here is a mistake that shows up in real production code all the time. Filter the right-hand table in where instead of in the join condition, and you silently turn your left join back into an inner join. Worked example. Let's put all 5 ideas together on one real question. Which department has the highest average salary and how many people work there? We join employees to departments, group by department name, average the salary, and order by that average, descending. One query, 5 concepts working together. Select, from, join, group by, and order by in a single breath. Engineering comes out on top, with an average salary north of 95,000 across 4 people. That is the moment SQL clicks for most people. Not when you learn one keyword, it is when you watch 5 of them cooperate on a question you actually care about. Try it yourself. Here is a small challenge before we move on. Pause the video and try writing a query that finds every department with more than 2 employees. You will need group by and one clause we have not used yet called having, which filters groups the same way where filters rows. Try it in the free interactive course, the link is in the description, then come back and keep watching.